And a good morning to Unite Nation. Here we are about halfway through course selection. Last week you got some great introductory information on the process itself. Through Night Vision, you were able to see some of our amazing courses and showcases being given to you. Today I've got some additional information about dual credit, release time, school service, flexible scheduling, our specialty courses in CTE that require an application. Going to revisit how to enter those course selections in Skyward, and then a couple of reminders about deadlines. And then this week you'll also have another Night Vision segment where we're going to continue showcasing our amazing courses and programs that are available to you. So let's dig in and get started today. So let's talk specifically dual credit, and this I'm targeting our current sophomores and juniors with this, so our rising juniors and seniors for next year. So dual credit, if you're not familiar with it, it's an opportunity for you to earn high school credit and college credit at the same time. What you're doing is you're taking core curriculum college classes with the college while you're also in high school. We're awarding high school credit for that as well. The great thing about the core curriculum at the college level is it is transferable to all of our state colleges and universities within Texas, and some of our private schools take it as well. And then we've even had some out-of-state universities that take the credit as well. So you're kind of getting dual action there. We build it into your clear fall schedule. We build it during first and second period. We may have some other options available to our students who have conflicts within that first and second period time slot. That's something you would talk to your counselor about. Our dual credit classes are taken with College of the Mainland, and it's done at their League City campus. Most of our students, in fact, the majority of them, take 2 classes per semester. And new for next year, College of the Mainland is moving to 8-week classes. So instead of a full 16 weeks, each class will be 8 weeks in length. So there's 2 options for instruction, really 3, potentially 3. So we have our traditional face-to-face, which will meet 4 days a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no classes on Friday. They also have hybrid classes, and this is a mixture of face-to-face classwork and online coursework. The hybrid classes will meet 2 days a week, either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and then the remainder of the class is virtual. There are a few options for online classes. There's no guarantee on that because they typically just have few sections of it. So there's no guarantee you would get it, but that is something you could discuss with your counselor. So for the high school side of things, you have to earn a C or higher in the college class for us to give you the high school credit. So that's just general nutshell. Eligibility requirements. So this is for our all new students to the dual credit. So we're looking for a 3.0 or higher GPA on our unweighted scale. This is a recommended requirement, so it's not the end-all be-all, but that's typically a portrait of a successful college student while you're in high school. Attendance is a big deal in the college level. A lot of those professors have it. If you miss more than 3 days, they automatically drop you. So we're also looking for the student who doesn't have excessive absences with us on the high school campus. And then you have to meet minimum TSIA or college readiness requirements with the college. It has nothing to do with the high school end. This is with the college side. So some of your options are exemption scores. If you've taken the ACT or the SAT, as long as you've met that minimum requirement score on that, you don't have to, you've met your college readiness. Our 10th and 11th graders who have taken the PSAT, those are also a possibility of scores that can exempt you from that. If you need something more detailed on what minimum scores they're looking for, if you'll look at page 151 in your EPG, it spells it out for you. Or if you don't meet the exemption or the eligibility through those test scores, then you can just simply take the TSIA2 through College of the Mainland, and they'll walk you through your eligibility on that piece of it. And then the last thing is you've got to be able to provide College of the Mainland with proof of meningitis vaccination. Most of you already have this and may only need the booster because it's required for high school as well. But the easy way to check this is jump into your Skyward account and go under the Health Info tab, and you can download a copy of your vaccination record in there. So if you're new to dual credit, so if this sounds like something that's you would be interested in, so what do you do next? So for our students who are new to dual credit, so you're not doing that this year, and next year would be your first year to do it, there's a couple of things, there's a checklist that you have to follow. So first step we're going to do is attend the student parent information session that we'll be having with College of the Mainland. It's tonight at 7:20 in the auditorium. Information's been sent out to your families about this. There's going to be a QR code on the next slide that you will scan. We also have the QR code on the course list that you received last week, and we have some dual credit flyers in the College Center that have the QR code on it as well. So you're going to fill out the ready to join dual credit box with College of the Mainland. This is linking directly to a document with COM. And then our enrollment coach with COM, which is Ms. Hernandez, she'll reach out to you. So once you've filled out that survey indicating that you are interested in doing dual credit for next year, she's going to reach out to you via email, and she's going to walk you through the rest of the enrollment process on their end. And what it's going to do, she's going to verify your eligibility requirements. She's going to look at your TSI college readiness potential exemptions. And then if you need to take the TSI, then she's going to get with you on that. And then talk to you about the meningitis vaccination requirement. And then she'll walk you through doing the application to College of the Mainland. Once you've completed all of your steps with College of the Mainland, then we, the campus, your counselor, will provide you with the registration forms that you're going to need to register for classes with COM. There's the QR code I talked about. So if you are interested in dual credit, if your teacher will allow you, bring out your phone and scan that QR code and go ahead and drop your interest on there. If you don't have your phone or you can't take that out, no problem. Stop by the College Center and pick up the flyer, which I recommend you doing that anyway. It does have the QR code on it, plus it's also just going to outline every step that you need to do, so you don't have to remember from this presentation. For my kiddos who are currently taking dual credit classes this year and you want to continue next year, it's a simple process for you this year. So all you need to do right now is follow up with your counselor to confirm that you are going to continue taking dual credit classes next year. You guys will work out a plan of what you're going to take. And then after spring break, you'll get with your counselor, you'll receive and complete and return your required guidelines and endorsement form that we get you, and then we'll get you registered for classes. To be considered in the priority registration, we got to have that endorsement form back by Friday, April 5th. So Skyward, how does this work with dropping those courses in your course request? So you're not going to see dual credit courses on Skyward right now, so you are not able to sign up for that. Once you complete the entire process and we get that endorsement form back, then we'll add those college courses to your course request. So for now, you're entering course request as if you are not going to do dual credit. So just take that piece of it out and then enter all the Clear Falls High School courses that you would be taking if you were not doing dual credit. You're going to make sure that it calculates up to 7 credits. And then like I mentioned, once we get all the paperwork done and we've got that endorsement form secured and you're ready for registration with COM, we will adjust your schedule on or your course request on our side. Dual credit dates that are important. So like I said, this evening we have our student parent information session. It will begin at 7:20. It's going to be held in the auditorium here at Clear Falls. So this is definitely a required event for those of you that are new. If you're returning, you can come if you want to, but it's not necessary. So TSI testing, COM's going to set that. So if you need to take that TSI-A2, then College of the Mainland will let you know when that testing is going to be available for you. Friday, April 5th, we need to have all completed guidelines and endorsement forms returned to your counselor. This will hit you with that priority registration. If you don't get it to us by the 5th, then we cannot guarantee that you'll get classes with College of the Mainland. And then Friday, April 26th is the absolute deadline for everything. So if you haven't completed steps and gotten us that endorsement form by the 26th, then dual credit will not be an option for you. So make sure that you're taking care of business. Let's talk about school service and release time. So this is for our rising senior. So everybody that's a junior right now, to qualify for release time and school service, You have to be classified as a 12th grader, and you have to have at least 20 credits. So 18 credits get you classified as a 12th grader, but we're looking for students who have at least 20 credits. For release time, you have to have passed all of your STAR exams. For both, you have to be enrolled in all deficient coursework that's required for graduation, and you have to be in a position to satisfy that college, career, and military readiness. You'll hear us talk about it as CCMR piece of it. And then for our school service kids, you have the additional requirement of a 2.5 GPA or higher. So that's the minimum requirements that we're looking for. As far as credit and how it works, obviously release time is not going to award any credit. School service is on your schedule, and you do have a place to report to, so we do award credit for that, but it's a local credit, which means that it does not count towards your GPA or towards your state graduation credits. It does, however, calculate in your GPA, so the grade that you receive in the course will be added to your GPA. There is an application for both things, so there's two different applications here. You can pick those up in the College Center or in any house. They have those there. We need that form turned in to your counselor no later than April 26th. As far as how does it work, for release time, you can get up to 2 periods of release as long as you've got all your coursework. So you can have first period only, 7th period only, first and second together, first and 7th together, or 6th and 7th together. So you can kind of do a combo there. Second period release is only going to be allowed if you have a first period flex. 6th period release is only going to be allowed if you have a 7th period flex class. And school service, you guys are only going to be allowed 1 period of that, unfortunately. So how to request it. This is a lot like the dual credit. So you're not going to see release or school service in Skyward for course selection. So you're filling your schedule with courses as if you will not be approved for school service or release. This is very important. Don't just leave it blank because you assume it's going to go in there. We need you filling those requests up to 7 credits. When you get the application, you're going to see a spot on it that says, if approved, please drop the following classes. So that's where you're going to tell us to drop whatever classes that you put in Skyward that you don't want to take if you're approved for release or school service. So make sure that you've done both things, filled your course request in Skyward, and then when you submit the application, you've told us what to drop. If not, we're going to figure that out for you, and you probably won't like it. So be sure you indicate what you want us to drop. So flex scheduling, just real quick, it's not new this year. We've had it. This is our first year with it this current school year that we're in. This is an off-campus option for original credit. So just provide some flexibility within your schedule. You are taking the course through CCISD, and it's taught by a CCISD teacher, usually someone on our own campus. You work independently, so you don't have that face-to-face interaction with your teacher, but it is not a self-paced class. So your instructor is actually pacing the course when assignments are due, what you're doing, things like that. You can either schedule it first period or 7th period, or if you take 2 different flex courses, you can schedule it 1st and 7th. So it just depends on how you do that. You are not allowed on campus during that class period, so you've got to have your own transportation to and from school. That's not bus transportation. So if you're a bus rider, you guys aren't going to be eligible for this. Whatever grades you make will calculate in your GPA, and those grades are also going to be factored into your eligibility check. So for our athletes and our kiddos in extracurricular activities, your grades are going to be factored into eligibility checks as well. Not a guarantee that we'll make a flex class. It really depends on the number of students who request it, and then the secondary piece to that is our teacher availability for it. So this is what we're offering. We've cut some courses from that, or the district has cut some courses. So we're offering English 4, that's available to our rising seniors. Government, it's a semester only course. Economics is a semester only course. And then personal financial literacy and economics, it's a semester only course. Those last 3 courses are available to our 11th and 12th graders. All right, let's go back and visit quickly our CTE specialty courses that require an application. We want to make sure that you're not missing out on that. So our campus programs that we have, We have audiovisual, biotechnology, our co-op program, our Camelot Kids Child Guidance program, computer maintenance, independent study mentorship, pharmacy technician, practicum in ag, practicum in small business, that's our school store, practicum in veterinary medicine, and then teacher education training. So all of those programs are housed on our campus here at Clear Falls. The district CTE programs, these are offered off campus. So you've got to have transportation for all except a few. Anything at Clearview, there's a bus provided. But these are fantastic programs, but they're offered on another campus. So automotive technologies at Clear Springs, biomedical sciences at Clear Lake, certified nursing assistant is at Clearview, construction technologies at Clear Creek, cosmetology is at Clearview, culinary arts is at Clear Springs, dentistry is at Clear Creek, metal manufacturing is at Clear Creek, robotics is at Clear Brook, and the welding program is at Clearview. So if you see this on our screen right here, these require an application, and boom, there's a QR code for your application. So if you were allowed to take your phone out and you want to scan this real quick because you're applying for one of those programs, make sure that you're doing that. If not, you can always go back to it later. The web address for the application is there. It's easy to remember, ccisd.net/CTE application. Guys, there is a priority deadline on this, and you want to make sure that you meet it because the majority of these programs end up with a waiting list. So you want to make sure that you've put yourself in a position to where you're a favorable candidate for that. Priority deadline is the 23rd of February, so that is going to be next Friday. Entering course requests. Just a reminder, every student is required to enter their course request for next year in your Skyward account. This is, you should be a pro at this now. You've done it enough that you should know exactly what you're doing. But just in case, one of those things we only do once a year, so it's easy to forget. Get in your Skyward account, then you'll click on your schedule tab to the left. Then in the top right, you should now see course requests are now open, and then you'll click on the blue link that says request course request for 24-25. And then at the top, I want you to pay attention. There's two different areas when you get there. There's request courses, and then there's another thing that you need to click on that's about requesting the alternates. Both need your attention, so don't just do one and not the other. It's easiest if you search by course number. At the bottom left, you'll see a box for you to enter that course number using that course list that we gave you. And there's no save at the end, so don't be searching for a save button when you're done. Just X out, you're good to go. Just a reminder for your requested courses area. So this is your first choice courses. This is, well, if you have the perfect schedule, this is what you want in it. So you're going to select up to 7 credits. We need you to fill it to 7 credits. Don't leave it blank. Don't leave it short. We're going to hunt you down and make you fill that in. And then click on request alternates. Guys, these are as important as your first choices because many times we have to go to your alternate list to fill a spot for a course that didn't make, or it was full, or you had a conflict. So there's a variety of reasons, and the more the merrier. I've got listed here that you select up to 4 credits, but I have it set in Skyward where I think you can enter up to 8 credits. So just enter away, kiddos, just get it all in there. And just remember, Skyward is open right now for you to go in and do those course choices, and it'll be open until midnight the 20th, so next Tuesday. And then a couple of reminders. Every year we run into some kiddos that can't sign up for a course, like they put the course in there and they get a red flag that they don't meet the prereq or they don't have the grade level. So if that happens to you when you go to enter a course, 2 things. Make sure it's on our course list. Sometimes students look at EPG first, not the course list, but go to the course list. If it's on the course list, it's available in Skyward. If you're still having issues, then make sure that you meet the prerequisite of the course. So pull out your EPG, pull up the course, then take a look. Do you meet the grade level requirement? Do you have the previous coursework that is required? If you're good and all of that is in check, then follow up with your counselor because we need to see what's going on as to why it's not letting you select that course. And we'll have some hiccups. Happens every year, so it's not a big deal. It's just a big deal if you don't follow up with your counselor. So if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't remember how to enter your courses in Skyward, then stop by the College Center or see your counselor. We can help you with that. That's easy. That's no big deal. But we'll help you troubleshoot any problems that you come across. The biggest thing I want to point out here is don't wait till the last minute. There's 2,000 of you kiddos that we are navigating with course registration right now, plus our rising 700 freshmen that we're helping as well. So don't wait till the last minute to do this. So we want to be able to help you. And also remember, even if it closes when it closes, you still have time to make changes. So don't panic if it's not perfect. We've got plenty of time to go in and manipulate and make some changes for you. So deadline to enter your course request, what will be available for you is through midnight, February the 20th. That's next Tuesday. Truth be told, I probably won't even turn it off till the next morning, so get that done quickly. And then we have through Friday, April 26th for you to make changes. You can leave it as it is, or you can make 100 changes. I don't care, we don't care, but come Friday, April 26th, we're done on that. So gives you time to really think about what you've entered. And then lastly, do you have questions? So this is a time of year we get a lot of questions. Makes sense. It's a lot to take in. Don't forget, if you're currently a junior, we're doing junior individual meetings through your English class. So you should, if you haven't met with your counselor yet, that's coming up. Your counselor is available for before and after school. So after 7, before 3. Night Quest, they're available. Don't forget, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do those lunch and learns in the College Center, and then you can always request an appointment as well. If you have general questions, we'll run in our Teams Q&A sessions during United. So we have another one today, and then we'll have one on Thursday as well. Your teachers have the link for that. So general questions, your teacher can jump on, ask the question, and I'm going to be moderating that, so I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So that's all I've got. So last time you'll see me today throughout this process. Just make sure you're meeting your deadlines, guys. Make sure you get all of your course requests in there. If you have any questions, stop by and we're happy to help. Just remember, every day, every night. Have a good one, guys.